YouTube, what's going on? I'm here to give you a video on the orientation week for Swift Transportation in Fontana, California. Um, I already got my license, so this video's about 3 weeks late, but that's only because I took some home time after I got my license, went back to Fresno, and spent some time with my wife and kids. And right now, I'm out here in Phoenix, Arizona, at the Premier Inn. I came out here because I'm doing flatbed, so I have to do some tie-down training. It's a 2-day course, and then I'll go out on the road with my mentor for my 200 hours, and then I'll end up coming back here for another 3 days of training, and then get my own truck. The Premier Inn, if this is also the hotel that you'll stay at if you're going to be a new student at the Arizona Academy. I found that out today. It's not as good as the Motel 6, honestly. It's actually a step down. If you're a new student coming out here, you might not have any money and stuff like that. So the location where this hotel is at, there's no grocery store. There's only a few restaurants to eat at, Jack in the Box, Burger King, shit like that. The nearest grocery store is like 1.5 miles away, so it's kind of hard to get there and get some, stuff to eat for cheap. So be aware of that when you get here. And also, the room doesn't have a microwave. It has a little fridge, but not much you can do. If you're trying to eat on a budget and you're thinking about getting noodles and shit like that, there's no microwave for that shit here. So the TV, it's like one of those old school box TVs. The beds are alright, nothing special. The Motel 6 was, like I said, way better. But it's a room, somewhere to lay your head at night. So, it's better than nothing. When I actually got down here to Phoenix, I had to take a Greyhound bus. The whole situation was a nightmare from the get-go. My bus was delayed. I was supposed to leave Fresno at 7:45 in the morning. I didn't get to leave. My bus was delayed 2 hours, so I didn't get to leave till almost 10. Got delayed again another 2 hours in Los Angeles. So when I finally got out here to Phoenix, I contacted Swift. They got me an Uber. For some reason, the Uber got the wrong address, or was the address and sent them to a different location. I don't know what the hell happened, but it took about 5 different Uber orders before I finally got a ride to the Swift terminal. And I had to go to the Swift terminal because in California, when you get your Class A CDL, they take your Class C license from you, and they just give you a little paper copy with no photo on it. So if you're going to go to the Swift Academy in California, I'd recommend investing in a normal ID card, because once I got out here to Arizona, the hotel would not accept me in the room without a photo ID. They said it was supposed to be a hard copy or whatever. So I had to go to the Swift terminal and spend the night in the driver's lounge, which was rough. I didn't get here till 1 o'clock in the morning. By the time the Uber got me, I didn't get to the Swift terminal till about 3. So I only got a couple hours of sleep. Had to wait for some of the higher ups to get there so they could contact the hotel and figure something out how to get me in. Eventually they ended up getting me in about 9 o'clock in the morning, so I got to sleep. And I start in the morning with my tie-down class. But anyway, orientation week. This will be the week also of testing. So you'll go to 2 days, Monday and Tuesday will be your 2 days orientation. And let me tell you, it's a fat waste of time. It's the first day, Monday. Bring your phone charger with you. We spent 85% of the day on our phones playing games, cards. I was playing pool all day with my classmates on the phone. 8-ball pool. If you got it, add me. My Facebook's Nick Fresno. You'll see me on there. Add me, and we can play pool or whatever if you're ever on. But Monday, make sure you bring your phone charger, because not only will it be your class there, it'll also be other drivers that are coming that already have their license that are coming for orientation. So they got to get them taken care of as well. You got to fill out some paperwork. There's only a few computers to do it on, so it takes most of the day. They do provide you free lunch out there. The first day we had options of like cheeseburger salads or chicken sandwiches. Nothing special, but it's free. It's better than nothing. So Tuesday, it'll be all day of watching videos and shit. Boring. I felt like like I said, it was a big waste of time. We could have been out on the backing range practicing our backing skills, since we ended up having to test Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So, I feel like they should have just done the orientation after you get your license, because we could have used, honestly, those, like I said, those 2 days more of practice. But it is what it is. That's how they do things. If you're new, I know one of my subscribers put on there that he's getting his license elsewhere and thinking about coming to Swift. So if you come to Swift with your license already, you'll skip all the schooling shit. You'll go straight to the orientation. They will give you your physical there if you haven't gotten it already. And they'll give you a hair follicle test there as well. It's all done there in the house, so be prepared for that. So yeah, Tuesday, it's all watching stupid safety videos and shit, how to secure your load and maintaining speed and not being on your cell phone, all the fucking bullshit. They show you some videos of dudes crashing. One guy, it's on YouTube too, you can check it out. He flipped his truck coming down Donner Pass. He tried to shift gears midway down the hill and couldn't keep up. You're not supposed to shift your gears when you're going downhill, because you're going too fast, you'll never catch up. Ended up flipping his truck. Mentor was asleep in the sleeper. Killed them both. So also show you another video of some dude they had on there. He was on his iPad, and you could see the reflection of the iPad in the dash, the windshield. He was doing that for 45 days. Ended up on the 45th day running into another truck that was parked on the side of the road, blew himself up, killed himself, the other driver, and the other truck was okay. But be safe out there, guys, when you get your license and you're out there. Don't do nothing stupid. This job can kill you, and it can kill others. You're responsible for yourself, your mentor, and other people that are on the road. So, and you will go to prison. You will go to jail if you fuck some shit up. I don't know if you guys may have heard about the accident about a few weeks ago, a month ago, in Colorado. The dude was driving, supposedly had brake failure or whatever, but ended up killing 4 people. He's 23 years old. They charged him with 4 counts of vehicular homicide. So, at the end of the day, once you got your license, you're a professional driver. You're responsible for it all. So again, just be careful out there. Use your brain, use your ears, use your eyes. Test day. Depending on your class size in Fontana, you will, and they go by grades. So if you're one of the better students in there, you'll test Wednesday. If your class is big. If your class is still small, like mine was, they'll give you Wednesday to go out there and practice everything, driving and backing. And then The students that have the better grades will test out on Thursday. I tested out on Thursday, and I'll be honest with you, I failed miserably my first day. Not making excuses, but the truck they gave me did not have mirrors that I could adjust with the knob on the side of the door. I had to adjust the mirrors by hand. At first, I was like, I thought it was messed up, and then I thought about it, and I was like, well, if everybody else passed in that same truck, then it must have been me. But come to find out, the gentleman that tested right before me, who failed on his alley dock, was the one that broke the knob on the truck for the mirrors. So I really felt like they kind of screwed me over on my first day of testing, because they had all those trucks lined up over there and they didn't give me another truck, which was kind of messed up. So I failed my straight back. I couldn't see the fucking cones in my mirrors whatsoever. And it was tough, but I didn't give up. So if you pass that day, you'll get your license. If you fail the first day, you will practice. If you test Wednesday, you fail, you'll practice Thursday and Friday. If you fail Thursday, you'll practice Friday, come back and test Saturday. I failed again Saturday when I tested. I failed my conventional parallel. Passed my straight back and my offset, no problem. Conventional parallel, which is your blind side, I kept breaching that back line in the box. So I knew what I was doing wrong after it was all done. So I came back, practiced. We had Sunday off, came back, practiced Monday, Tuesday, tested on my last day on Wednesday. So I ended up having driver's side parallel. The way they do it is, if you test on sight side parallel, conventional parallel, or alley dock, and you fail, you won't see that same maneuver again. So when I failed my straight back, I still was able to get all three of the maneuvers straight driver's side, conventional, and alley dock. When I failed my conventional blindside parallel, I wouldn't get that again. So I knew coming into my final test on Wednesday that I could either get driver's side parallel or alley dock. I took a gamble and only practiced driver's side parallel, hoping that they would give me driver's side parallel and take mercy on me that it was my last shot, because you only get 3 shots per test. You get 3 shots on your air brakes, pre-trip, skills, and driving. Once you pass any of the sections, you don't have to do it again. So if you pass your air brakes and pre-trip, you're good. And again, you get 3 chances per section. So I was on my 3rd chance on my skills. I ended up knocking it out of the park, banged in the driver's side parallel. I was hanging out just a little bit, but I had no points on my offset or straight back, so they gave me the 10-point penalty. I took it and went out onto the road. Driving was never an issue for me. I wasn't worried about that. It was an issue at first, learning how to shift and everything, but I knew if I could get past my skills, I was going to get my license, because driving was no problem. So went out there, drove, got my license, and then went home. Now, you don't have to go home. You can choose to go home if you like. That same day, as soon as I went to Yoruba to give them a copy of my license after going to the DMV, they asked me if I was ready to roll. I told them no. So they got me a bus that day, and I was back home in Fresno. So that's pretty much your orientation week in Fontana, California for Swift. I'll come back. I have to do my tie-down class in the morning. That's 7:30. So I will go ahead and record another video on what that's like. Also, the facilities out here. If you're a new student coming out here to the Arizona terminal, the facilities are very nice. Bathrooms are nice, cafes big. The terminal's huge. It's their main terminal, so they're really, really big. The driver's lounge is nice. They got pool tables in there, TVs, leather recliners. It's nice. So if you're coming out here, the terminal's really nice. You'll like it. But yeah, like I said, I'll come back tomorrow, upload another video on what the flatbedding training is like if you're deciding to possibly go into that division. So go ahead, drop a like, subscribe if you enjoy the content. I appreciate you. Also, if the vapors out there, I'm vaping on the smock species with the baby A1 coils, 116 watts with the Jimmy the Juice Man Strawberry Astronaut 6 milligrams. If you guys vape at all and you have any recommendations on any mods or juices, I'm always open to recommendations on juices and new flavors. I prefer the fruity flavors, but I'll try anything. So drop that down in the comments as well if you guys got any recommendations if you vape. So alright, I'll catch you guys later. Take care.